No, yeah, at
really
least let's
trying to
zap
get
it
through
up,
this.
chat. So we'll keep this game on in the background so you can see the score still, and then I'll call Mr. EliGE here. Yeah, what up, dude? Congrats.
Not much.
Somebody busted out the stat in my chat that was the best win since Budapest that you guys have had, like against the highest ranked
believe it. I
opponent.
mean,
That's how it felt.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably count on one hand, right, of all the wins this year, probably. So,
Okay,
so
I wasn't
out
gonna
of the
say
5 or
that.
6,
That wasn't good.
out of the 5 or 6, yeah, probably the best one.
God damn, man, dude, Jorko's sick. By the way, what the hell? Like, this kid's cracked.
Yeah, I think he's actually insane. He has a really good mentality too. Like, he's super nice, like eager to learn. He's like taking like feedback and criticism well. Good mechanics. And actually everything that I've talked to him even before we got him, like when, Steve was talking to him, seeing if he's like a good fit for the team, they were comparing him to me actually, like with like his process, like how process based he is.
Okay.
He's very methodical as well, so it kind of was a really nice matchup for us.
Did
For Jorko and us, I mean.
Am I allowed to poke a little bit more into this? Like, I know previously, players obviously typically get a lot of say, and I would say especially in Liquid further back in the day. I know things have changed now, but who would you say was like, who spotted Jorko? Like, just plainly, like, do you have like, was it like staff or this is straight up Steve?
I'm pretty sure it was Steve. Yeah.
Was Steve just like going through the demos, or like did like do you know like somebody just like tipped him up, or which one is it? What do we got here? He didn't say anything. He's just like, nah, I got this guy Jorko. You trust me?
No.
Like,
well, I think it was like Flashy and Steve like found him in some way. Like, I don't know like the whole thing. I know that Victor like looked at his demos and, but I don't know. I feel like it was just. To be honest, I'm not completely sure, so I'd probably just be shooting the shit right now. But
no, that's fine.
It was like some
I was just
combo
curious.
of them.
Yeah, no, that's
some
cool.
combo of them.
Oh, that's sick. That is interesting too. That like they immediately. There's not many people like you, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You're kind of people mid match, but you kind of take things to another level. So that's interesting that they immediately felt like you were very similar. So is that just like made it easy then to like? Is it just make everything so much easier for you to like help him learn things then, I guess, right? Because he immediately pointed you out. Like, what is like, are you like, is it like server time, or are you just like talking shit with him with like Counter-Strike every day? Like, what did you actually help him with? Because I know like you don't have to be like, oh, I taught him how to do this, but was it like server time or what?
Yeah, I mean, well, we play on most of the big sites together, so it's pretty natural that we need to have like a lot of back and forths. And like we've talked more like after practice, like last night for example, we watched like 3 demos back from like his POV, just giving him like tips of like what he could have done, or like what rotations he could have made better, or like critical things that he could have made an impact with that he missed out on. So trying to like find ways that he could have moved a little bit better to be in position earlier, some micro things. And outside of the demos, yeah, just us talking constantly. Because what I keep telling him is the more that we talk together and we like figure out what we want to do in certain situations, then the easier it's going to be for us to be on the same page. Because we're all very different. This is like a brand new team with Johnny and Jorko coming in, so we're gonna have like different immediate reactions. Like I see one thing and I want to do something, and then like Jorko sees something and he wants to do another. The faster that we can make it so we come to the same conclusion, the better we're gonna be. So just a lot of those types of talks.
I gotcha. No, that's cool. So how like so JT's back, and then like how is it now with like in terms of the responsibilities? Do you feel like you've had less entry responsibilities now that you have JT and Mulbs? Like clearly you're playing with Mario already a little bit, but it wasn't like that was more recent. And then JT's back, and I feel like JT has no problem entering. Do you feel like you're like you get to be a little bit more choosy? I know you like to always take space. Like I feel like that's where you're comfortable just always doing it, but is it nice to feel like in the mid rounds you don't have to? Like you can just like
yeah, for sure. I mean, Johnny when he came in, like he just didn't really think that we were like I was being used right, which I mean I would agree, to be honest, just because it's very hard like to be like the entry and like get impact all the time. It's a very difficult role. And like the team like had trauma before, like I don't know, there was like this like entry trauma that was on the team. So Like kind of Johnny actually describes it well. He's like kind of how I am is if I see something like I'm gonna do it. Like if I'm like in a situation where we have to take this timer right now and we have to entry, like I'm gonna do it like 100%. And like what is like most optimal for me, like if you want like me to shine, is like someone is like follow me, like trade me, John.
Yeah.
Like just someone like putting it out there for them to do it, because otherwise I'm gonna do it. Like I'm never gonna be like a baiter, like waiting for somebody like doing some circles before I go into the site, like like the WASD
couple
circles. Like
couple
I'm not gonna do
jiggles,
that.
couple jiggles
Yeah,
beforehand
yeah,
to
I'm not
make
gonna do
sure.
like the
Make
little
sure.
extra jiggles. Yeah, I'm not like that type of player. So I'm just gonna be selfless. I'm just gonna do it. And actually, before the major, I was like kind of telling the team that like I feel like I'm being too selfless. Like I
Mhm.
feel like I'm doing this, like I'm going in and I'm entering, but we're not winning the rounds. So like it feels bad for me that like I'm being like selfless and like going in and we're kind of just losing.
Yeah.
So it's really nice that we like Johnny like immediately saw that and he's just like, yeah, we're gonna try to like set this up more specifically now, put me in like better positions that I like. And Johnny's very selfless. Like he's just gonna go, like you said, like he'll just go in. Mario is obviously just gonna go in as well. So I think that we have a good like mix right now.
It's good to hear that not only did the Liquid fans have trauma, but you guys did as well. That's good. I mean,
There was some
everybody's
trauma. I feel like
insane.
I was hearing about like we need to be like more selfless like every couple days. Like Jesus Christ, how much more selfless can we get? Like we're
Well, I'll
saying
be
it every
real. I
day.
mean, you nailed it on the head. I mean, like you were entering a lot more, but that was probably, I think on phase on the T sides, you're an absolute demon. CT sides had a lot to be desired, and obviously your stint on Cole, you were just frying everywhere. So seeing you basically like regress on like the most recent version, I would say, while simultaneously going for more, it felt like. Yeah, no, honestly, that's exactly what it looked like, what you described. So it's interesting to hear you
Yeah,
kind of like verbalize that and like say that JT really called out because, it is a thing. Like, yeah, you want to be selfless, but it's something that I think people don't talk about enough is like you actually need selfish players. Like,
yeah,
you can't just have,
100%.
not everybody can be a team player. Like, some people will and some people aren't. You need both. And both need to recognize which one they are to actually have it make sense. So that's actually super
Yeah,
insightful that JT kind of like came in and just immediately like and honestly you kind of I feel like have like I said, like when I asked you the question between you, Mario, and JT, it does feel like you have three, maybe not exactly. You guys are all the same version, but I mean, I'm a little bit of a fanboy of yours, so I'd say between you and Mario, I'd rather see JT always going first. But it's nice that you guys always have like an option of really who's going to create that space, and you have three players total that are comfortable doing it. Now also Naf
yeah.
gets to just chill, man. Like I feel like
Mhm.
Naf's gonna like yeah, sure, Naf can do a bunch of different roles, but let's be honest, like Naf likes to relax a little bit, He
Yeah, he
ain't
wants to chill, like take his lurk timings. He's just
yeah.
hanging around. Doesn't want to be
Yeah.
throwing the nades. He wants to just, whenever he's going in, he's gonna go in, get his shots in.
Be honest, is Naf
He's
the first one
playing
to
really
offer
good.
to drop his nades so he doesn't have to throw them and then he just goes somewhere else? Like, yeah, dude, you need my nades? I'll just like give you these and I'll just be over here. Have a great day.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have great stats like today in the match, but he's been playing like really well in practice. Like I think that he is feeling a lot better, like on an individual and personal level. Like he's feeling more motivated and everything, and he's been acting very like obviously happier. So I
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
it's a lot of things going well, I'd say. But
Well, I
he
mean,
didn't have the best stats today, but that's whatever. It's just
when
one
you
match.
when you have three of your aggressive players having success everywhere on the map, and like your
That's
closer
true.
isn't going to
Yeah.
close. Like I mean, Naf is
Yeah.
literally anchoring and he's closing rounds. If you're winning rounds pretty definitively, which you guys were, I mean, you guys literally lost both
Mhm.
pistols on Anubis, didn't eco them back, and you just basically started the game 0-6, right? Like if you think about it that
Yeah, that's
way.
what I was saying too.
Yeah, you guys fucking handled them in the gun rounds, and when you and Mario especially are finding impact early, the Naf actually doesn't have to do anything. That's just how that goes. And then Jorko found a
Yeah.
way to make impact halfway through that T side, and then he just got rolling. It was fun to watch, man. It was really fun.
Anubis, yeah, when he just smashed him 4K,
Yeah,
was
I
sick.
did. Yeah, it was fucking absolutely sick. Because he was kind of quiet leading up to that as well. Nah, man, that's awesome. I'm glad. It's nice to hear. It's honestly, it was super nice to see Jorko getting like super emotionally like, usually. Let's just be real. It's not always the most fun to see the. I'm sorry, I was just looking at you, Kendra, on the player cam.
I
The
know you
liquid
read
player
his name.
cams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
liquid player cams can be a bit rough sometimes, dude. Seeing Jorko just fucking happy as hell was so nice. But
Yeah.
nah, man. I appreciate you hopping on though. This is perfect. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. You got more games and you got more shit to do.
Yeah, no
So I'll
problem.
let you go. No, that was awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for the
Yeah, that sounds
insight.
good. Yeah, no problem, brother.
All right. Talk to
Appreciate
you
you.
later, man. Bye later.
All right, later, guys. Peace.